Space, the great expanse. Few things in life are more mesmerizing or existential than staring out into infinity. But now, ironically, as humanity reaches further out into the heavens, our time spent stargazing may be at an end, as our civilization shines its lights upward, blocking nature's most magnificent sight. Light pollution is a broad problem that has only gotten worse in recent years. The skies of Earth are now so bright that 99% of Americans can see only the brightest stars, and 80% of children born on Earth now could live their entire lives without ever seeing the Milky Way. Let's break light pollution down into 4 categories and see how they affect us and our environment. It turns out that glaring light fixtures in urban areas can actually lead to an increase in crime. This is because brighter lighting is not equivalent to safer lighting. Glaring lights cast hard shadows that the human eye cannot penetrate. Additionally, brighter lights tend to create a false sense of security, making people near them easier targets for criminal acts. This is why in 2011 a Chicago alley lighting project found a correlation between brighter alleys and increased crime. Sky glow is perhaps the most obvious form of light pollution. This illumination of the sky is caused by light from the ground diffusing into the atmosphere and outshining the stars. Seeing the stars is so ingrained in our humanity that the Astronomical Society of the Pacific has added access to unpolluted skies to its Children's Outdoor Bill of Rights, which holds a list of activities considered necessary to a child's physical and emotional well-being. Light trespass exemplifies a misuse of energy. 120 terawatt hours, $3.3 billion, and 21 million tons of CO2 go towards outdoor lighting in the US every year. That is the carbon equivalent of 875 million trees, and upwards of 50% of it goes to lighting unused streets and parking lots. Apart from energy waste, light trespass weakens ecosystems by inhibiting trees' ability to properly adjust for the seasons. Wildlife isn't spared either. The Fatal Light Awareness Program has logged millions of bird deaths as artificial light drives their migrations off course into cities, where many end up colliding with buildings. This can be particularly harmful to those in densely populated areas, where a clutter of lights disrupt the circadian rhythms of millions of people. This can lead to increased risk of certain cancers and deterioration of mental health. Introduction of unnecessary amounts of LEDs have only amplified these effects on people living near cluttered light. This is due to the high-energy blue light that LEDs emit. Light pollution, at its core, is just a symptom of a much larger environmental disaster occurring across the world. So how can it be reduced? It's actually relatively simple. We need smart lighting rather than bright lighting. Smart lighting can take many shapes and forms, but the single most impactful type is that of the street lamp, which makes up the bulk of light pollution. A smart street lamp directs its light down at a lower luminosity and can even sense when no one is around and turn it off by itself. Some cities have taken the initiative to solve this problem. Tucson has already put smart lighting into effect, resulting in the city having the darkest skies of any urban area its size in the United States. And Philadelphia is imposing a 6-hour light curfew to help protect migrating birds. The reality is the solution to light pollution is not one easy answer, but rather millions of small ones. This makes helping reduce the light very approachable for the average citizen. So turn off your lights, use smart lighting on your home, and encourage others to do the same. That way, the next time you look up at the night sky, you might just be able to see a little bit farther, and help ensure others around the world can do the same.